Hey friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet, your tarot fairy godmother. I've got TarotScopes for you for April 2024. I've pulled 3 cards for each of the 12 signs using the beautiful Weiser Tarot. Check out your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to see some things we got going on for you for this month. Hey Aries, it might be your birthday this month. I've got 3 cards for you for your TarotScopes for April 2024. We've got the King of Cups reversed, the 7 of Cups, and the Hierophant reversed. So this month it is time for expansion. It is time for opening up to new possibilities and new ideas. If you are a business owner, it's a good time for you to be thinking about what direction you want to take your business. And in the business of life, same question. Where are you going? Where do you want to go? What's making you happy? What's not making you happy? Now is not a time to think about societal convention and what is expected as much as it is time to honor and acknowledge what is true for you and what's in your heart. Recognize all of the options and possibilities available for you and make the decisions that work best, not necessarily in regard to what other people want or think, but based on your heart, your desires, and what you think is best. Hey Taurus, it might be your birthday this month. I've got TarotScopes for you for April 2024. We've got the 10 of Cups reversed, the King of Pentacles reversed, and the Star. This is an important month for your own healing. Healing from family issues, healing relationship issues, remembering who you are and what is important to you. It is very important for you to cultivate not only healing from the past, but hope for the future this month. It may be time to revisit old stories and see how your perspectives have changed. It may be time not only to embrace healing, but to revisit conversations now that you are more mature and may have a different perspective. Above all else, the things you want to think about this month: what's good for me, what helps me, what heals me, what satisfies me, and what gives me hope. Those are the places you want to put your energy. I have TarotScopes for Gemini for April 2024. We have the Tower reversed, the High Priestess, and the 5 of Wands. Buckle your seatbelts, Gemini. It's going to be an interesting month. We really need to lean into the balance and the wisdom of the High Priestess. Be careful this month, though, not to be too much of a perfectionist and not to be too hard on yourself. You are clearly dealing with some stuff from the past that is still kind of an issue. And it also seems like you're dealing with some current conflicts, decisions that need to be made, and maybe even issues having to do with people around you. So there could be a certain amount of chaos, a certain amount of conflict, and a certain amount of difficulty this month, and that may be coming to you from months in the past. I do think things are getting better. I really, really do. And I think you need to be very patient and really do everything you can to cultivate your own serenity as you go through whatever creation, collaboration, healing, and rebuilding is necessary for you this month. I've got TarotScopes for Cancer for April 2024. We have the King of Swords, the Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Cancer, you may be looking at some things. It may be a relationship. It may be a project you want to work on, and you may be saying, gee, it's a lot of work. Is it worth it? It is right to ask this question. But if what you're dealing with brings you a level of healing, if you feel like you're being treated with compassion, and if it feels true in your mind and heart, I feel like these cards might say, yeah, it is worth it. Be willing to do the hard things to get the good things. And be careful about who you trust to help you with those things. It is good to have help, but recognize you're smart and you know what you're doing. Do not let a person who does not know what they're doing make your journey harder in the guise of helping you. I've got TarotScopes for Leo for April 2024. Leo, these cards, man, they feel incongruous for a Leo. Here we go. Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles reversed, Four of Pentacles. So, this month, lean into what you know, not what you think you know, not what you imagine you know. Be clear about what you know. Nurture your own truth and speak your own truth. Be confident in yourself. There is something here that is shaking your confidence. Don't let that happen. Do good self-care. Take care of the body. Take care of the responsibilities. Take care of the finances. Know that you are smart enough to do whatever you need to do this month and going forward. Don't tell yourself any different, and don't let anyone else tell you any different. I've got TarotScopes for Virgo for April 2024. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So Virgo, this month, you may have a lot of work to do, but you have an opportunity to let that work move you forward in a really significant way. So don't be afraid to dive into hard work and get it done. At the same time, be very open to learning new ways of communicating your feelings and handling your feelings. Recognize that there is a balance between the intellect and the heart, and both need to be heard. However, and especially this month, the heart needs to be heard, but the intellect needs to be steering the ship. I've got TarotScopes for April 2024 for Libra. Interesting cards. We've got the World, Death, and the Ace of Cups. I want to say, forget everything you know and everything you think you know, because big, wonderful changes can happen for you this month. Embrace the possibility of change, internally or externally. Think about how you want your life to be and recognize that that is a possibility. And be open to healing of the heart. Be open to new paths, new adventures, new love, new possibility, or even a deepening love, regard, respect in a current relationship, or in the execution of a current project. This is a month where you can grow, get things done, create a vision for your future, and find new ways of handling what is in your heart and opening your heart to new joy. Hey, Scorpio, I have TarotScopes for April 2024 for you. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Swords reversed. This month, you're going to be focusing on practical things. You're going to be learning. You're going to be communicating. You're going to be growing. There is some grief here. There are some things that you're going to have to reckon with in your own heart, but do not over catastrophize that. Do not worry overly. In fact, this month, look for relief. Look for relief to worry. Look for relief to anxiety. Even look for healing that comes after grief. Be open to learning and growth in the way that you handle difficult thoughts, difficult occurrences, and difficult emotions. And know that that growth is really going to help you. I have TarotScopes for Sagittarius for April 2024. Oh my gosh. Sagittarius, check this out. Magician, High Priestess, Moon. Wow, this could be a very, very powerful month for you. That could be internal in terms of your own personal growth. It could be things happening around you. Learning is very important. This supports taking classes, going to school, research, and learning. But your own experience, your own contemplation and understanding is very important here too. However, do not believe everything you think. Do not believe everything you see. Do not believe everything you are told. Look deeply, think deeply. This is a good month to really develop your intuition, but at the same time, recognize that anything and anyone, including your own intuition, could lead you astray if you let it. You need to be really careful with yourself and with others in terms of what should you trust and what shouldn't you trust. One way or the other, this is a magical time for you, a time to create new things and new possibilities for yourself going forward. I've got TarotScopes for Capricorn for April 2024. We have the Eight of Wands, the Magician, and the Tower. So with the Tower, there could be a big shakeup. You may know about it, you may not know about it. Just recognize when it happens, unavoidable, you just have to deal with it. But with the Magician, you get real opportunity to grow, to learn, to start new things, and to find your power. The thing is, all of this could happen very quickly, very unexpectedly. Expect the unexpected this month, Capricorn. And recognize the importance of communication, the importance of asking for what you need, the importance of starting dialogue and opening conversation. Do not assume you know, ask the questions. I have TarotScopes for April 2024 for Aquarius. We have the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and Justice. So with 2 court cards out of the 3, pay attention to the people in your life, whether that's family, clients, co-workers. This might be a good month to spend time with the people that you care about. The thing is, with Justice, there could be legal dealings, right? Dealing with attorneys, courts of law, contracts, things of that nature. But we also bring into the conversation fairness and balance. It is so important this month to make sure you're treating everyone fairly and you're handling things in your life in a balanced way. It is also very important to make sure you're being treated fairly. And if you are not being treated fairly, you need to speak from your heart what's going on. And guess what? With that Page of Cups, you need to speak from your heart what's going on no matter what. Let us know. Let people know what's in your heart. And with the Queen of Wands, pursue your creativity and pursue your passions this month and going forward. Hey Pisces, I have TarotScopes for you for April 2024. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So with that Wheel of Fortune, you could have some good luck. That's a good thing. But you also want to pay attention to cycles. Now, sometimes a cycle means, oh yeah, that happens from time to time. It'll get better. And sometimes a cycle is like a pattern you're caught up in that you have to change. So pay attention to those things. With the Five of Swords, you've got some battles to fight. You can pick and choose what those battles are, but when you fight, you want to fight to win. You know, no holds barred. You got to go for it. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this is a really good month for learning, taking classes, going to school, perfecting something. That could be perfecting a craft. It could be learning a new skill, but one way or the other, moving yourself to a greater level of skill, knowledge, and understanding. Well, there you have it. TarotScopes for April 2024. Happy birthday to the Aries people and the Taurus people. We love you. Have a great month. I'll look forward to seeing you next month.